what you came for. Blood on the game board. Everybody drop it like rainfall. This is your moment. Eyes on a puppet. Can't think, chest just open. And they're singing your praises. La la la. Screaming your name. La 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 la. One more step, you're immortal now. 'Cause once you play God, once you play God.
I hope that little intro caught your attention, guys, because today we got to talk about one of the hottest and greatest characters in Wuthering Waves, if not currently the strongest unit in the game, and that is none other than Mommy Fleur-de-Lis, aka Tiny Divinity, or in this case, Big Divinity. I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about this character, how I build her, how I play her, and overall what she brings to the table, like teammates and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's hop right onto the video. Alright, so here we have Cartethyia, and I gotta tell you, she's a character that's very unique when it comes to the DPS characters in the game because she scales off HP. This is the first character we have that's a DPS that scales off HP. That's why her attack is so low. I know a lot of people might be looking at this not exactly knowing what's going on, but yes, we're currently sitting at 50,000 HP, which is pretty damn nice. For her energy regen, you guys know me, I always think that energy regen is a very nice stat to have on every character because it just makes them function a little bit smoother. So 136 is very nice for her. Then we have 73 crit rate and 240 crit damage, and this is without any buffs, so this is pretty damn good, and there's tons of room for improvement. Now if we go down over here, we can see that she also has some nice resonant skill damage, basic attack damage bonus, liberation damage bonus, and we don't have much arrow damage bonus, but we do have a little bit slotted in there. Now when it comes to her weapon, ladies and gentlemen, there is options, but I gotta be honest with you. Seeing as this character is an HP scaling character, there is not a lot of weapons that are really going to suit her the way her signature weapon does. I gotta be honest, when it comes to weapons, I would say that her weapon is the most specific weapon in the game out of any limited banner character. We have weapon like Brand, where a lot of people were saying, yo, it's energy regen, it's so specific to him, but you can slot that on pretty much anybody. Whereas Cartethyia's weapon, you can pretty much only slot on her, and not only are you going to only slot it on her, but it's going to be a pretty big difference when it comes to the gameplay and everything else that it brings to the table compared to the other options. Now, let's have a look. As you can see, there's a big chunk of HP percentage right here. Now, a free Knight's Tarantella, max HP increased by 12% for 15 seconds after casting intro skill or basic attack, ignores 8% of the target's defense when dealing damage. If the target has at least one stack of arrow erosion, the damage taken by the target is amplified by 20%. So once again, it just synergizes so well with Cartethyia, giving her more HP, ignoring defense, all that good stuff. It's pretty damn good. Overall, I would say if you're going for her, you might as well get this weapon. Moving on over to the echoes. Now guys, there's a lot of people wondering what you should build for her, and I gotta be honest, personally, I do think that 4-4-1-1 is probably her best build. Now you could also go and do 4-3-3-1-1, but I don't know, I just think that 4-4-1-1 is so smooth with her, especially if you're running her with her team. You don't really got to worry too much about arrow and all that good stuff, and the damage you get from here as well as the HP is going to be that much more valuable. Now once again guys, I'm going to be showing you these echoes, and like always there is room for improvement. So kicking things off with her first forecast, we of course have crit damage on it, energy regen, crit damage, crit rate, basic attack damage bonus. This is a very, very good piece. It is lacking HP percentage, which would be amazing right here instead of resonant skill damage bonus, but this is a pretty much peak echo. Like, you can't get really much better than this unless you're going for like an absolute god roll, so this is a very good echo. Moving on over to our second forecast, once again we have our crit rate right here, which is really nice, and this echo is good, but it could use some improvements. We do have crit rate, energy regen, and HP, but we are lacking basic attack and crit damage. So our crit damage can once again be even higher than what you guys are seeing right here, which is really damn nice. Now moving on over to our one cost, this is a very nice one cost right here. Energy regen, HP, crit rate, crit damage, very nice one cost. Once again, the only thing that could really change here is having basic attack here or attack percentage, but rest and liberation damage bonus is always nice to have. Like, it's just an added on there, so pretty damn good. For our second one cost, we have a kind of sketchy piece. So once again, we can improve once again, which is insane because this character is already dealing insane amounts of damage. We have Resonance Liberation damage, HP, defense, crit rate, and resonance skill damage bonus. So once again, we're missing crit damage on here. So that's two pieces that would have improved our damage significantly. So once again, very, very nice when it comes to damage with a lot of room for improvement. And when it comes to our last one cost, this is a very nice one cost. It has crit rate, crit damage, energy regen, basic attack damage bonus, and resonance liberation damage. So this right here is very, very damn good. Now, I gotta be honest, normally I tell you guys what to go for her forte circuit, but she's Tiny Divinity, Big Mommy Fleur-de-Lis, Skybreaker. Get them all to 10, bro. Don't even play with me. All to 10. Like, what else are you gonna do? Just get them to 10. She's just that good. She's amazing. She deserves it. Treat her good, and she will love you forever. Now, the next thing is the teammates. Obviously, we have Sia Coco over here, Justin Bieber. She is just her best in slot teammate. She is really, really damn good when it comes to supporting the damage of Cartethyia, allowing her to do even more damage, all of that good stuff. So yes, I do advise that if you like Cartethyia, you go for Sia Kona on her rerun. She is just very good and allows Cartethyia to play more freely and overall deal more damage. The next thing is where things get a little bit more interesting, and that is with none other than Arrow Rover. Ladies and gentlemen, Arrow Rover is a character that's going to do so much work for Cartethyia. Is going to once again amplify her damage, allow her to deal more damage, and he's just easy. We all have him. We got the weapon. We can build him up. We can get the dupes. We can get the builds. So once again, go ahead and slot your Arrow Rover into your team if you have him. At S0R1, dare I say, I still believe that Arrow Rover is the best teammate over a character like Shorekeeper on this particular lineup. It just synergizes very well with Sia Coco and with Cartethyia, so you don't have to feel the pressure of always slotting your Shorekeeper into everything, right? So once again, that's a very, very ideal lineup. This would be your peak lineup right here. Now, moving on over, obviously Shorekeeper is going to be a good character to slot in there if you want, if you like how it plays, or simply you like having that crit rate, crit damage, yada, yada, yada. Shorekeeper is always going to be good. You can slot him in there if you like, and you won't be, like, missing out on much. It's actually going to be really damn good, just like everything else. Other characters that I don't have here on this account, by the way, shout out to the homie Zeno Sapphire for allowing me to record this footage on his account of S0R1, because as you know, on my account I have S6R5, so I wanted to show you guys an account that you guys can relate to on this particular showcase. I already showcased a little bit of the whale damage that this character can do, and I will be having another showcase because this character is nutty. But moving on from that, another lineup that you could run is having a Phoebe in here with Arrow Rover, you know, transform, convert the stacks into Arrow Erosion. That's something some people can do as well if they would like. You can run many different characters with Cartethyia, but at the end of the day, I believe that she's a character that deserves a lot of investment because she looks so good, she offers so much damage, and she plays absolutely insane. But that's going to be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and tune on into the live streams where we test out all these characters, S0R1, S6R5, all that good stuff. For now, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.